So we're going to be performing a simple stretch for the shoulder and external rotation, which means my hand's going to be going down towards the floor. This way is internal, going down towards the floor will be external. When we get this position, we can help open up our shoulder, scap, girdle, all through the neck and the lower part and the lower part of the neck and higher part of the thoracic spine. But we're going to sit here and we're going to open up with our shoulder sitting here in this rotation, grabbing onto the underneath side of your couch or grab onto a coffee table. Change of the hand position will matter, but once we're there, we're going to start to drive an isometrics. So you're going to start pushing against the dumbbell or your couch, sit here in the stretch. Now, if you can only get your hand this far to the ground, just tip over to the side and start there. Once you can start getting more and more range of motion, start getting to something that's a little bit lower. So drive tension, ramp up tension, pushing in, going that way. So 10%, 20% pushing, 30%, 40%. Once you can kind of ramp that up to a decent amount, relax it. Then we can start pulling our body away. So I can start pulling my knees to the opposite side. The more and more I shift my knees to the opposite side, the more stretch I'm going to get. I'm going to get the pec, I'm going to get some of the shoulder, I'm going to get some of the backside. But you also want to think of pushing your scapula down so we can feel the back of your scapula, which is the shoulder blade, and underneath the side of your armpit. Once we have that, we're going to think of driving the isometric again, relax, find more tension away. So we're just spending time under tension at this range of external rotation. Lift the head to get a little bit more elevation while you have that stretch. So we have the head and the shoulder together, and then we can progress that over to the side into an arm bar. So we're going to go over to the side. We're going to shift our hips over. We're going to land our knee or just straighten our legs out and get long through that position with the same type of external rotation we just had here. We're doing that here with the arm is straight. We're trying to hold it open so we can feel the back get a lot more rotation with that same rotation. But now our elbow is not bent. It's straight while we are forcing that to the opposite side. Look the head down for more range of motion. Bring it back to the center. Add weight here. When you start to get pretty strong with these, we can add the weight. We can shift to the side and stabilize with that weight, keeping the shoulder stacked in the same position over the shoulder. And then we can start working those two ranges together. Once we can start working the external rotation of our shoulder, we should get a lot more openness out of our shoulder and take us away from this chronically internally rotated state of the shoulder.
You ain't know.